Hello everyone, welcome to a new series called Cobblemon Adventures. This is a single player world where I'm going to be exploring all the things Cobblemon has to offer, as well as completing different challenges. But I'm going to get into that later. And now, we need to choose a starter. And we have a lot of options. You get the classic 3 Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, you know. Great choices. Keep going through all the gens. And there's some good Pokemon. Froaky's pretty good. I like Froaky. I love the Alolan starters, I'll be honest. All 3 of these are great. But there is one Pokemon that if you see my last Pokemon playthrough, there's one episode. And if you haven't, you probably shouldn't, because it's not great. I chose Sprigatito, and I love Sprigatito. So once again, we're choosing Sprigatito. Just look at them, man. And I want a newer version of Cobblemon than the last one, so they can actually go on my shoulder. Look how cute this is. But I think we need a journey together. Oh, sick reference to the TCG. Nah, but I think we need a journey out. Find like a nice place to live that isn't jungle. This jungle's great, you know. I think we could do some cool spawn builds in the future. But you know, it's a bit too much going on, I feel, to really be able to get started. So I want like a nice little area, maybe a forest, but not a jungle. While I'm searching for a place to call home, let me explain the main part of this series. Basically, I've got my good friend Mr. Yummy to design 8 custom gym badges based on different challenges that I'm going to be doing throughout the episodes. Now, some of these are simple, such as making a starter house, ranging to defeating the Ender Dragon. Now, some of these are Cobblemon, some of these are vanilla Minecraft. It's a little bit of a mix, but the goal is to collect all 8 and eventually become the Pokemon champion. So my goal for today is to make some good progress on the first badge, which is the normal badge, and that's building a starter base. Let's see how it goes. You know what? I quite like this area. By the lake. The island's also nice. The island's also a solid choice for a house, to be fair. Just swim over. Why can't I swim? If I just head over though. Have a look. Oh. Hello, pal. What the? Yeah, as you do, man. Yeah, I'm thinking over there is a pretty solid spot for our starter base. But this biome also seems to spawn like pretty chill Pokemon. Dark Oak seemed a little intense from the quick look in. There's a couple items on a craft. First one is a camera. After that, chem capture. Semi easy to craft, so we can take photos of Pokemon. Just like Pokemon Snap, you know. And I also want to get a Pokedex by the end of this. Okay, how much iron do I actually need for everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough, actually. Now pickaxe is broken. I may head back to the surface. Okay, we can make the camera now. Which is step 1. Once this is done, you know, step 1 will have been completed. We need to put this on. Alright. I keep thinking the creeper's gonna get us. Oh yeah. So we can, I believe the crafting recipe is. There we go. Again, if I make paper, and then if I just, yeah, look at that. I believe there's also a picture book that we can use. And that we can like place these down. I told you that a creeper was gonna get me. I told you that a creeper was gonna get me. Okay. We are almost there to getting a Pokedex. In fact, I think we're pretty much everything. Okay. So I'm gonna craft the Pokedex from what I remember the crafting recipe. There we go. So now we can scan and get all the information about the Pokemon, just level and their name, like specifically, and register them to the dex. And we can see here national dex and cycle through each region. I don't know why this one has an X. Oh, they're not added. Okay. Well, that's nice. I didn't know they didn't show which ones went in. Yeah, it's very cool. Looks like most artists and most Lolas. Anyway, completed the first 2 goals I'd set. It was time to move on to the 3rd one, making a start base. But before I did that, I decided to go mining for a bit, and was in call with a couple friends when this happened. Me and Lapis were talking about that. A lot of the legendaries in the mod pack have that, like, the same texture. Oh my god!
What?
Bloody hell!
Rose Hawking.
I have to include this in the video. Don't break it, I know. Dude, I'm breaking this with Silk Touch, man. Whoa!
Look at some off-camera mining.
Whoa! I am on camera.
Or did some on-camera mining.
Whoa! I was just trying to get copper. What?
Bro, you know the meme of we were looking for copper, but we found gold.
Bro, there's more! This looks so... Oh my god, this looks so fake. I'm not even kidding. What? I don't know if you can tell from that clip, but it's safe to say I was a bit shocked. But because I don't have Silk Touch yet, I've left them, and we'll have to get them another time. And I was about to start my base, but another distraction came along in the form of this little Pokemon, Ditto and Rowlet. I'm hoping to get at least Ditto. Okay, Ditto's a bit more in the forest. Ditto's such a sick Pokemon. And Rowlet. Only while editing have I realised that the footage of trying to catch this Ditto took 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut that down for time. While I'm sure everyone would love to see the full 20 minutes of trying to catch one Pokemon, I thought I'd save everyone the struggle and we'll just show you guys the best bits instead of like half of it being me in silence trying to catch a Ditto. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna throw a great ball, it's gonna catch it, it's gonna end up being the combi behind it. I've just like horribly misclicked. I can see it now. Okay, yeah, I finally got it, and it's... What are these leafage? It's Sprigatito now. Oh my god. The way this is going, I'd fail to catch it with a Master Ball. One more attempt at combi. If I attack the Sprigatito, and by that I mean the Ditto, right, come on, combi. Right. It's dead, because it was a level 2, it's dead now. This is what I need a picture of. Just to remember the pain. There we go. I'm so close to catching it. Oh, there goes that time. Come on. Yes! Oh my god, it took so long. Wait, I'm gonna get a photo after each catch. I had a good photo there. Turn around. Oh, I got 2. Okay. There we go. We don't have to leave it in a boat for the entire, like, an hour. Okay, I spent a long time, like, not working on this house. And that was the main goal for today. So, I'm gonna get started on it. I've got a couple blocks. I think we're mainly gonna do birch. Fit with the area. And to contrast that, we're gonna use the dark oak. As it's a lot darker visually than like the surrounding trees and everything. So now I need to figure out how I want to build it. I also need to figure out how to add a greenhouse to this part, because I've decided I want a greenhouse and I've never built a greenhouse before, so we'll figure it out. Build took a lot of trial and error because I wasn't really sure on what shape I was going to go for. So I kind of leaned one way and then I've kind of changed my mind and decided to go a different direction. But I want to show you both so you can see a bit of the building process. I'm actually... I'm trying to figure out how I want this build to go, right? I'm trying to figure it out. Well, just watching YouTube and stuff. And I'm thinking, you know, 1-story house. It's just a stars. It doesn't need to be fancy. And I'm thinking here's going to kind of be the entrance. That way we can put like windows on the side. And we only really need like a kitchen. And I do have farmer's delight, I'm pretty sure, in this mod pack. Yeah. But we only need a kitchen, bedroom, storage, kind of stuff, and probably like an entrance room. So I think we can fit that in here. And what I want on this side is basically built into the house is like a greenhouse. So the kind of build will flow from here and end with the greenhouse kind of like popping out here, because I'm thinking dark oak on each side and then the greenhouse will be like 3 here. Well, that looks kind of big, you know. I'm trying to figure out the scale I want to go. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about this build so far. I think the greenhouse is too big, and I think I'm going to restart it, which will be quite annoying, but hopefully we'll get it right this time. While I was building the starter base, there was also a lot of material gathering going on, and it's stuff that I usually cut from videos because it's just not as entertaining. But I did have one encounter with a Pokemon that I needed to include. Zoroa? Wow. Oh no, no. Okay. Now I'm trying to catch a Pokemon. Oh. Please. I have to get it well, because I can't really fight it. Please sleep. I can make more Pokeballs. God. This, so for wanting to have a chill playthrough, this is intense, man. Okay, 16 Pokeballs. Do we have any food? Alright. Let's get a picture of him. Okay, Sprigatito, use bite. Hopefully it'll be the first fight Sprigatito won't die. Why did I use bite on a Zorua? Hopefully it's a little bit of damage and we'll be able to catch it. I'm fine using a Great Ball on this. I might have Ditto. Oh wait, no, Ditto's really high level actually comparatively. Yeah, we'll do transform because I haven't used Ditto at all yet. No! Why did I... After all that... Unfortunately, this attempt didn't go too well, so I had a new goal to catch a Zorua by the end of the episode, but since I had to wait for one to spawn, I decided to just go back to work on the outside of the starter base. So, in this house, we seem to have a lot of flying types liking to rest in it, but other than that, you know, it's pretty standard so far. Nothing too special. We're gonna put some birch planks in the walls just to add a bit more detail. But I have put walls. This is gonna be the bedroom. Just a bit small, you know, easy to detail, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be like a living room. No, sorry, here's gonna be the kitchen. With a door that will lead into, yeah, like fully into the greenhouse, which sounds great with the rain. This house needs windows. Specifically, I want to put one. Well, I might put one on this wall here. You know. So it does you come in. This does make the house a lot less safe. I'll be honest. Possibly have done with doing this in the day, but we haven't. So I think we have one on this wall. Because it needs to look good on the outside, you know. I think that looks alright, you know. Well done. And then we're gonna have a big window here. And then this will just be a blank wall. That'll be windows. This doesn't need to be windows because it leads to a big window. So this will just be a blank wall. And then we'll need windows in the bedroom, but I'll get to that later. And I've decided I'm gonna get rid of this wall. simply so that I can put a fireplace that'll stick up there. And that I think will make it look more interesting here on the outside, if there's like a fireplace here. Yeah. I don't know what it is about this house that's causing me to struggle. But I think if I just go on free cam, overall, it's not terrible, you know? For a starter house, you know, like for a starter house, for how I'm designing it, it's not terrible. Okay, I'm gonna add plants. I think plants are the answer to get us through this pain. And why? The parts that I'm struggling with, I think I'll just add plants and detail. I do think the planks have added a lot. It does make it more, look a bit more built up, you know? It is Sprigatito like it. Oh, I think they do fit really well, actually. Hold on, let me try to get a good photo. That one's pretty good, you know? Now, I've already had several encounters with Pokemon, but I finally got another chance to redeem myself and catch another Zorua. Unfortunately, I wasn't capturing the audio for most of the fight, so there's only the little bit at the end, but let's see how we do this time. At least another one has appeared, you know. At least another one has appeared. Try Mega Drain. Oh no, it's a lot lower than I thought it was. Hold on. Yeah, 39. Come on. That's catchable. That's catchable, right? Yes! Oh well, we actually got him. We actually got him. Took it in the eye. Let me sort out combi. Look at them. And they can go on your shoulder. Oh, let me get it. Can I wonder if I can sit in the chair. Oh, I can. That's so cool. Well, I was really happy that I just caught Zorua. It seems that they might be a sign of a bit of bad luck in this world. Shortly after, everything went wrong. Oh my god. Okay. That's Whooper. Okay, the trial chamber's sick. I'm not gonna complain about that. Look, there's another one. I forget that you can just see all the caves of where you've been. With the mini-map. That's so many trial chambers, just in the general area. That's sick. We will have to do them, but I want a Whooper. And of course the Whoopers are surrounded by creepers and zombies. Of course. God forbid a man gets his Quagsire pre-evolution. Ah. Oh, come on. I love Quagsire. Never. Well, there goes half my stuff for Quagsire. Don't know if that's particularly worth it. Okay. I'm worried we've lost our camera. Oh no. That just shows what if we lost the scrapbook of like all the pictures we had. I think we need to make copies of the scrapbooks. Oh no, I could have actually just lost that. That'd be terrible. That's actually the main thing I hope isn't gone. Because I know the creeper exploded after we died. I can get a camera back, I can get everything else back. I can't get that scrapbook. You know? Losing this scrapbook specifically hurt the most out of everything. Because it was the only item in my inventory that couldn't be replaced with a couple hours of just playing. Like everything else, while it would take time to get again, were all easily craftable. Whereas with the scrapbook, I couldn't necessarily retake the photos because a lot of them were time-based and circumstance-based. Thankfully, because of how the mod works, all the photos are saved in the mod pack folder, so I was able to get them all back and make copies of them, which I did as soon as I figured it out, because I don't want to lose it again, and I know I will, so now I have copies. But that's enough of these side quests that I've been going on. It's time to finish this build, get the interior done, and make the outside look a little bit more presentable. And after all that building, we're finally done. I honestly really like this house. I wasn't too sure on it to begin with. You know, at the very beginning I had a lot of parts and times where I wanted to restart. I wasn't really sure how it was going. But ultimately, I think it looks pretty good. Now, there is one thing. I mentioned earlier that I kind of wanted to do like custom trees and everything. But all these trees are just saplings, and the paths and everything on both sides actually do just kind of come to a stop. And that's because I usually have an issue in Minecraft worlds where I will try really hard to build something really cool, but I'll always stay in one area no matter what. And I don't want to do that on this world, specifically because I'm the only one here. I want this world to feel alive. So I don't want to build everything around this one little cottage. So instead, this is just kind of a starting area. Think of it how in Pokemon there's routes between each section and like major locations. This is kind of a route, right? But I want a reason to come back here in the future, which is why I've left stuff like the path and the trees and the terraforming and why this farm's still here and everything. And I want to come through later on and just kind of make it look nicer and just continue to do stuff in this area throughout the world. Now, the only thing around the back here is these campfires, which I know look a little odd. I want to get bees at some point, but I need silk touch for that, and I don't have a way to get silk touch at the minute. And it would take forever to get it, so I think that's a plan for next time. But I really like this build. I know I've said that earlier, but I'm just looking through it. You would have seen a lot of this through the time lapses and building stuff. So there's not really much of a tour I can give, but I do have a couple plans for here. I want to get a pasture block at some point so that I can leave my Pokemon inside the area, especially like Sprigatito, because they are my starter. But this area, this greenhouse was being made for them, so I think having them in here for most of the time It'll be really cool. But I try to add a lot of detail. I try to make the place have a lot of nature and plants and stuff to link to that. That's why there's like leaves in the roof and there's hanging pots and everything, tons of flowers and everything. But the one thing I have to say about this build is we're already at the point where we need to come up with a new solution for storage, because God, my current system is dreadful. Like, I've got ores in here and mob loot and everything, but God, there's not enough room for everything, man. And I know it's my fault that there isn't enough room. Especially because I used one of the rooms I could have used for storage for a bathroom, but you know. It gives us an excuse to expand in the future. I think that'll be nice. But like I said, it is just kind of a small starter house to get us really settled into this world. So there isn't a whole lot to like tour, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's time to play the outro now. I guess. Hey. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you watching this far. Especially because it's one of the longer videos I've ever made. But I had so much fun in this world, and I really hope you enjoyed the video overall. I've got a lot more coming up, but if you want to see some new stuff, I do stream on Twitch semi-often. I've also started streaming on YouTube as well, so if you do want to check it out, make sure to subscribe, and you'll get that in your subscription feed. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Bye.